Moyer doesn't hold back in criticizing Harry and Meghan, and I'm totally on board. So let's dive into her commentary together. The article suggests that while Harry is returning to the UK around the 1-year mark since the passing of Queen Elizabeth, it's not to honor her memory. Instead, he's making an appearance unrelated to her passing. Let's chat about this. September 8th holds significance as the 1-year anniversary of the Queen's passing. I'm a staunch Queen supporter. But Harry's return isn't tied to this event, it's about his own commitments. As we ponder this, it's interesting that a cloud of negativity hangs over royal residences recently. A phenomenon called the bonfire of the olive branches is emblematic of the shattered relationship between the royal family and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The once close ties have disintegrated into what Moyer calls a burnt-out bomb site. This imagery paints a somber picture of the state of their relations. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's relationship with the royal family is now at its lowest point, with civility seemingly a thing of the past. The extended hand of reconciliation has been withdrawn, and any semblance of harmony has been quenched by numerous duchessy tears. It's safe to say their association is beyond repair. Moyer's eloquence in describing this is truly captivating. The article moves on to highlight Prince Harry's upcoming visit to the UK. While it's occurring around the Queen's anniversary, it's not a commemoration. His schedule revolves around other commitments. This does raise questions about his priorities. But on further reflection, this might be a blessing in disguise. Instead of adding to the drama surrounding the anniversary, his absence allows for a more solemn observation. Initially, I was irked by Harry's decision, but after analyzing it, it could be seen as a thoughtful gesture. He might spend the day in private contemplation, a meaningful way to honor the Queen's memory. I reached out to my friends in the UK, and they suggest that William and Catherine may also choose a respectful way to mark the day. I'm a huge fan of theirs, and I'm eager to see how they remember the Queen. Regardless of their plans, the important thing is honoring the Queen sincerely. Harry's absence might be a positive, considering how he tends to draw attention. Speaking of attention, the article addresses Meghan's apparent intention to distance herself from the UK. It's evident that she's not interested in returning, which aligns with her tendency to prioritize media attention and her own interests. Their actions only reinforce their self-serving image. Meghan's behavior strongly implies her reluctance to revisit the UK. She's selective about her activities, choosing only those that serve her publicity goals. This, of course, clashes with the notion of family and responsibility. Her actions tell us she's not eager to mend relationships or make amends for past actions. This aligns with their reputation for being self-absorbed and self-promoting. The inconsistency between their public proclamations and personal choices is baffling. While they advocate for reconciliation and family values, they fail to practice these in their own lives. It's a glaring double standard that erodes their credibility. This sentiment is spot on. Meghan and Harry are quick to preach about these ideals, yet they're absent from their own actions. It's worth noting Meghan's absence during the Well Child Awards, an event she previously attended while pregnant. Her presence added depth to the event, but her absence this year is disappointing. It's a missed opportunity to genuinely celebrate resilience. This is a stark reminder of their tendency to prioritize their own desires over genuine engagement. Moyer's candid commentary shines a light on Meghan and Harry's self-centered approach. They talk about themes like family and healing, yet their actions belie these notions. This hypocrisy is particularly striking when considering the state of their own relationships. They seem to overlook the importance of family unity and mutual respect, which they so often emphasize. Moyer's critique of Harry's attitude toward his family is astute. The last few years have seen a series of tumultuous events that have strained his connections with his relatives. His choices have driven a wedge between him and his family members, and there's a sense of no turning back now. Moyer aptly describes his situation as a bleak point of no return. Prince Harry's return to the UK symbolizes a return to a family he's estranged from. His involvement in charitable endeavors showcases his better qualities, but it's clear that his estrangement from his family overshadows these efforts. While he might have his reasons, it's hard not to see this as a regrettable outcome. Family, something he claims to value, appears to be the ultimate casualty. Moyer's words drive home a vital point. Family is a cornerstone that should be cherished and nurtured. It's a reminder that Harry and Meghan have lost sight of. The gap between their words and actions is staggering, especially when it comes to their relationship with their own families. Hypocrisy colors their narrative, weakening their credibility. Moyer eloquently underscores that family involves hard work, accountability, and an enduring love that persists despite disagreements. Respect and reconciliation are essential components. These are the values that Harry and Meghan seem to preach but struggle to practice in their own lives. It's a poignant message that reveals the dissonance in their public image. The article shifts focus to Meghan's strained relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. Despite the proximity between them, she hasn't introduced him to his grandchildren. The rift appears to extend to Prince Charles as well, making it unlikely he'll meet his granddaughter, Lily. This aspect of their behavior is saddening and poignant. Moyer recalls Meghan's attendance at past Well Child Awards, contrasting it with her absence this year. The ceremony honors children with severe illnesses and their families, and Meghan's no-show raises questions about her priorities. This highlights her penchant for self-centeredness, even in the midst of meaningful events. Moyer doesn't shy away from criticizing Harry's involvement in such events. Despite their troubled image, the Duke and Duchess continue to be invited to significant gatherings. Moyer questions why Harry is included, especially given his actions and the revelations that have come to light. It's a reminder that public perception can be at odds with personal accountability. As the article concludes, Moyer highlights the contradiction between Harry and Meghan's proclaimed values and their actions. While they advocate for important themes, they don't apply them in their own lives. The result is a dissonance that taints their image and raises questions about their sincerity. Moyer's article effectively exposes their inconsistencies. In sum, the article underscores that family is foundational, requiring effort and humility. It contrasts this with Harry and Meghan's self-absorbed choices and lack of accountability. The author doesn't hold back, portraying their actions as a departure from true family values. It's a powerful critique that prompts reflection on their actions. The article ends on a somber note, suggesting that Prince Harry's return to the UK is laden with a sense of emptiness. Despite being physically present, the disconnect from his family is palpable. The goodwill he once enjoyed has eroded, leaving him in a state of isolation. This introspective note leaves readers contemplating the broader implications of his choices. Moyer's assessment serves as a reminder that actions speak louder than words. While Harry and Meghan espouse noble ideals, their actions paint a different picture. The article aptly captures the sentiment that their choices have led them down a path of estrangement and disillusionment. It's a poignant critique that encapsulates the complexities of their situation. In the end, the article invites readers to consider the consequences of one's choices, especially in the context of family. It prompts us to reflect on how we align our actions with our professed values. It's a thought-provoking piece that delves into the intricacies of human relationships and the dynamics that shape them.